Yes, sirree, Bob. You've got it locked right here on the Heavy Metal Happy Hour with the Fishman on Toxic Radio. And I just got a text from Drew, and I do know that he's going to be calling as soon as he hears my voice on the other line. Other end of this line, I guess. Let me see. It looks like I'm getting a call. The Heavy Metal Happy Hour with the Fishman. You are on the air. Who's this?
Hey, this is Drew.
Drew, my man, Drew Fortier, guitar player, newest official member of the band Bang Tango. How are you, buddy?
I'm doing great, man. How are you doing, Fishman?
I'm doing fantastic. I'm very, very pleased that you're calling in tonight. Very excited for the news that you put out that you have been officially named an official member of the band Bang Tango.
Oh, thank you so much, man. It's an honor to be on your show. It was so nice to meet you at M3. That was such a great time, and thanks for doing that interview with me and Joe. That was a lot of fun.
That was a lot of fun. We were just kind of hovering there in a circle between the trailers.
That was cool.
And let me tell you, everyone that has seen that interview video has said how funny they think Joe is. And
he's a comedian. If he wasn't a singer, he'd be a comedian for sure. He's amazing at holding court and just, getting everybody's attention and just making them all laugh, just slaying them with laughter. He's awesome. Dude,
I think my favorite line of the day was, he's kind of like, a Make-A-Wish Foundation child. So he's dying? Well, no, he's not really dying. He's just gonna. And that just cracked me up, man.
And I was like, I'm dying to play with these guys.
It was so funny. Now,
it was funny at the Chicago show. He actually announced that I was from the Make-A-Wish Foundation on stage, and I got video of that too.
Oh, that's
this is
too
true.
much.
It's his birthday today. This is part of the Make-A-Wish Foundation, and I was like, yeah, it's a wig, and it was just messed up.
That is too much. So the last time we spoke, it was, as you said, at the M3 Rock Festival in Columbia, Maryland, and that was your second gig with the band. Now, you've been with them, it's 2 weeks now, I guess, since then. How many shows have you done since that M3 show?
2 shows, one in Indianapolis and one in Lincoln, Illinois, and they both went awesome. The Indianapolis show was great. We played a lot longer than we intended to, and we had like a cool little Zeppelin jam in the middle of Don't Stop Now. This bass breakdown, and me and Rowan were going back and forth with these blues licks, and it was so much fun. It was great, and the fans are great, and I've been loving it. I'm still glowing.
So everybody seems to be accepting you pretty well?
Oh, the funny thing is that the Indianapolis show, a friend of the band actually drove me to the gig from Chicago and got there literally I think they stalled for me to get there because they're supposed to go on at 10:30. I got there at 10:40. And I run in and I see Lance. He's like, go find Rowan to get you set up in the dressing room. And I walk in the dressing room and Joe's sitting there. He's got his sunglasses on, looking stoic, and lights are off. And he looks at me and he goes, "Oh, hi, Drew. We're about to go on stage right now. I hope you know all the songs." I'm like, "Where's Rowan?" It was funny. And the funny thing is, like with M3, a lot of fans were looking at me like, "Who the hell is this guy?"
Yeah.
And so it's been cool being the mystery dude, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, that was my thought as I was there in the photo pit taking pictures. And, I knew Rowan was playing guitar, and, of course, Lance on bass, Timmy on drums, and Joe on vocals. And then there you are standing there. And I'm like, who's this cat, man? And I got snapped a couple of good pictures of you. And you've been very kind with your words. And I'm very appreciative of everything you've said.
I mean, you're an amazing photographer, man. Amazing. You're awesome, dude.
Oh, thank you, man.
To know you.
Thank you so much. That's very kind. And now, after, again, as we said, after taking those pictures, we met backstage and we had a nice little time talking. And it turns out that you are the guy that's produced and put out the Bang Tango movie, or will be putting out the Bang Tango movie. And you did give me an advanced screener copy of that, and I watched it, and I thought it was absolutely fantastic. The honesty by everybody is just pretty intense, and you learn a lot. So, a very good job by you, my friend.
Oh, thank you so much, man. Yeah, it took 4 years to make. I had no idea what I was doing. It's kind of all happened on accident, really. That's a fun story if you want to hear it.
Sure, man.
Okay. I was bartending on the south side of Chicago in June of 2011, and my boss told me that Bang Tango was going to play there, and I remember, I was a big Beautiful Creatures fan, and my brother George was big into Bang Tango growing up, and so I always knew who Bang Tango was to my brother, and so I, forever thank him for that, because it got me to where I am now. But and so Bang Tango shows up, and my boss handed me like this little like video recorder thing to go walk around and get interviews with guys and all that. And Joe comes up to me, he's like, "First question, do you know where I can find some weed?" And I was like, no, sorry, dude. And then he's like, "Second question, what's that in your hand?" I'm like, "Oh, it's a camera." And he's like, "Oh, we're gonna be recording in a studio in Chicago in like 2 weeks. You should, come down and do like a studio documentary." I'm like, "All right." And then I showed up, and I think they were all surprised I actually showed up. And I started getting footage and all that, and became quick friends with everybody. And then I got a hold of the original guys in the band, and that's when I really got to find out what the story was behind the band. And
Right.
Mark Knight is an amazing guy, a great dude, and a really good friend of mine. And he got me in touch with everybody I needed to get in touch with, and from there it just kept on unfolding with the story and everything. It's an intense, like compelling story. Like it's crazy.
It is a hell of a story, for sure.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you. And and then it took 4 years to make. I never edited anything before. I never shot anything before in my life, and I learned how to do everything that's on the spot, really, like by trial and error. And then finally I came out with the final cut, and I showed the guys, and I was thankfully able to make all the original guys happy and enjoy it, as well as the current members of the band, which I thought was going to be really hard to do, and without hurting like my artistic integrity and all that. But the final cut's the final cut, and everybody really, really enjoys it, and flattered that I was able to do that for them and be a part of that whole thing for 4 years, and it's we screened it in Chicago. It went great, and I was only supposed to do a couple songs at Bang Tango at the show in Chicago a couple weeks ago, and then me and Rowan were at the hotel, and we just started going through all the other tunes, and him and Joe were like, "Hey, why don't you play the whole set?" And I'm like, "Okay." And
No, you're gonna say no.
he's right. Nah, I got stuff to do,
Right.
And then so then I did the whole set with them, and everybody seemed to really enjoy having two guitars again. And then that Friday, that was on a Wednesday. Then that Friday, Joe calls me up from at work, like in the morning, and he's like, "Hey man, you wanna play in front of 20,000 people at M3 with us tomorrow?" I'm like, "Dude, I'm renting the car right now." And then I just drove 12 hours straight to Maryland. I got there at like 6 a.m. They had a gig the night before. They got there at like 6 a.m. So got there like the same exact time. And we had to be up at like 9 a.m. So we like passed out for a couple hours and woke up, and then did the gig. And it was so surreal. Like it's been a crazy 4 years, and an even crazier couple weeks.
Well, you pulled it off, my friend. I think you did a great job. And like I said in the last interview, the double axe attack, it really fattened things up a bit and kind of filled the sound up a bit, which was really, really cool. So it was good to hear the difference from the last time I saw them with just the one guitar, I mean, Scott LaFlame was playing guitar then, and it was just him. And he's a great guitar player, don't get me wrong, but with every lead, you lose so much,
Right. Scotty was, amazing guitar player. He would try and work the parts around so where he would kind of like do the rhythm at the same time as the leads, like in the intro of Dancing on Coals. He would kind of do the lead part with the rhythm behind it, and so Scotty's awesome. I thought he did a great job with the band.
Yeah, great guy, very cool. He is in the video that I did for
Dick in the System.
Yeah, for Dick in the System, and that was fun. Now you've also shot videos for some other bands, right? You've done some stuff for Mark Knight, and his Unsung Heroes. And
I did. Well, there was a weird connection with a Bang Tango's booking agent. So the first thing I ever edited together was the Live Live video by Bang Tango, and their booking agent saw it, and he's a part of Big Time Entertainment, and he has this whole roster of all the other 80s bands, and he was like, "Dude, I could use you to do like promo videos and all that." And so he had me do like Vince Neil's promo video, Kick, Slaughter, Queensryche, and Autograph, and a bunch of others. So that was really cool being able to do that.
That is way cool. Now, was that your life's ambition growing up? Was it to be a guitar player in Bang Tango, or was it to do the video kind of editing thing?
Oh, well, I actually never thought about the video editing thing. Like, it just, when Joe invited me to come to the studio, I was like, well, I guess I'm going to start making movies. And but I've always been a guitar player though. That's ever since I was a little kid. I started playing when I was like 12, and I've always been big into that. But when I started doing the Tango movie, I kind of dropped out of guitar for a long time.
But what do you now? Like 19? I mean, you look like a young
I just
kid.
turned 17. No, I'm going to be 28.
Wow. Okay. Well, you got a good young look.
Oh, thanks, man. Thank you.
Sure. Anytime you can call me. You know.
Yeah, well, I just called you right now. So.
Actually, yeah, we are on the phone now, I guess. So,
and
yeah, go ahead.
They kind of like brought me back into playing guitar again, which is really cool. That's always the high school version of myself right now would just absolutely be, I guess, freaking out as much as I am right now. So it's been really cool. They kind of like brought me out of retirement with the guitar playing stuff because I kind of gave up on it, and. And then Joe told me, he was like, dude, you're not you're great at making, videos and all that, but you're a guitar player, man. I want you to play guitar with us, and I'm like, oh, okay.
Okay, so were you in cover bands and stuff like that in high school? Were you a rocker then?
Yeah, I was. I actually had a Led Zeppelin tribute band in Chicago, like on and off for a couple of years, and that was fun. And then I just got really burnt out on Zeppelin. And I just I couldn't do it anymore. And then, but yeah, when I was in high school, I was huge into like Zach Wild and even Rowan. I've always been a big fan of Rowan's. And
yeah, he's
Zach
great.
And I had this like weird parallel because Zach was like 18 when he joined Ozzy, and Rowan was like 17 when he joined Dio. And Rowan, I have to say, is like the most amazing guy in the whole entire world. He's so kind-hearted, just so humble, and he's like everybody in the world should be more like Rowan Robertson, in my opinion. And he and the crazy thing is, I was just watching an interview with him from like way back when with Dio, and he was talking about how he got the gig in the band. And he said, Wendy called me up and said, how would you like to play in front of 20,000 people? And I got that same phone call from Joe.
Look at that! Look at that! That's cool.
Parallel thing.
That's awesome. I was going to say, when meeting Rowan there at M3 as well, he was genuinely very, very cool cat. Very nice guy. I mean, all the guys in the band are very, very cool guys. Lance is awesome. There was a shot I got at him at the M3 Fest with that his string company is going to use for an advertisement, which is very exciting. He was like,
oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he hit me up on, I think it was the Sunday afterwards, and I posted the picture, and he was like, dude, my string company loves that picture. That would be a great shot. They'd love to use it. I'm like, it's yours. So
that's awesome, dude. That's great.
Yeah, very cool. And last May, I took a shot of Robbie Lochner, the guitar player for Jack Russell's Great White, and his guitar company used that picture for an advertisement as well. So it was kind of cool.
That's great.
So yeah, things are taking off with the photography. So that's kind of neat. That was one of my life's goals as a kid. Was I always wanted to be a rock concert photographer, and doing it in the photo pit. It's like, hey, I did it. I mean, so getting the stuff published is the ultimate.
Yeah, you got it, man. I mean, you're amazingly talented.
Oh, man.
Photographer. Oh my God.
Oh, thanks.
You take some great shots.
A lot of people do stuff and they go into Photoshop with it and they make it a good picture. I don't even toy around in Photoshop. You get what I take, and that's it. So.
Yeah, and that's that's awesome. I mean, you got it, man. You absolutely got it. And going back to Lance, he's another amazing guy. He's an extremely underrated bass player. He's just so talented. He's a great singer too. He had a band in Arizona called Terrashane and another one called Color of Chaos, and they're both amazing bands. And got a great voice in his bass playing. I know he's got that the shadow of the amazing Kyle over him, but
right.
Lance holds his own and he just kills it. So I'm a big fan of Lance. And of course, Timmy as well. Timmy does an amazing job. He's been in the band for like 12 years on and off, and he kills it as well. Another great dude, and I can't say enough nice things about these guys.
No, they're absolutely a great band, and I think the band is doing really good right now. The acceptance by the fans at the M3 Rock Festival was, I think, outstanding. I mean, it was a huge crowd, and everybody was totally digging it, and they were there from the first song to the last song. So, yeah, it was good stuff, man.
That was surreal. That crowd just went all the way back. It was like a sea of people. It was nuts.
It was very cool. So, what's up with the future here, Drew? Any new gigs coming up? Any more writing going on? Getting in the studio? What's happening? Tell us.
Okay, right now, it's taking a little break, and I guess just waiting to hear back on like show schedules and all that. I know we're doing the Cat House Festival show, which is going to be another great gig with like 25 other bands, and really excited about that one. And there is there's intention for another Bang Tango album with the current lineup, and I'm looking forward to that too. That's going to be really cool. And as far as any of the gigs, that's it. I mean, I feel like I was like born to play these songs because I don't really picture myself in like any other band, to tell you the truth.
Yeah.
And so I'm just extremely happy and content, and looking forward to the upcoming shows and what's to happen with these guys.
Awesome, dude. Well, I appreciate you very much. I appreciate you calling in. I look forward to the new stuff, and I look forward to you guys getting back in the area and doing another one of these interviews and getting to hang out and drink some beers and watch Bang Tango live again.
Oh, absolutely, man. I can't wait. I really look forward to it.
Cool. You're a good cat, and like I said, you can call into the station, call into the show anytime. Anything I can do for you to help you out and promote you guys, just let me know. I'm a big Bang Tango fan, and I always have been, and I always will be. I like every version of it, to be honest with you. And you requested that I play something for you by Mark Knight and his band, The Unsung Heroes. And
that's actually a lot of Bang Tango members in there. There's Mark Knight, the original guitar player for Bang Tango, Tig Kettler, the original drummer for Bang Tango, Mark Tremalia, who replaced the original guitar player Kyle Stevens in the band in Bang Tango. He's in Mark Knight's band, and Reeve Down from Rhino Bucket. And Mark's an amazing songwriter. He's got a new record coming out, and he's doing a mini tour in Kentucky over the summer. And I think everybody should check that out as well. He's just a great dude, great songwriter, great guy.
Okay, and you actually did the video for the song Sink Your Teeth Into, right?
Oh, yeah, Sink Your Teeth Into. That's probably my most favorite thing I've ever created. That's a movie, but, we shot it in this bar in L.A., then we shot the live stuff at the Malibu Inn in California, and I love the song. First time I heard it, I was like, Mark, we got to do a video for this. And he was like, okay.
Well, I did watch the video, and I enjoyed it very much. So I thought it was a great job. You do good stuff, man. You do very cool stuff.
Thank you very much, man.
So, again, Drew, I want to thank you, man. And, again, if there's anything I can do, just let me know. Anything you want to say before I let you go to anyone out there listening or anyone that may not have heard of you guys?
Just check out Bang Tango, and you won't be disappointed.
That's about it. That's terrific. That wraps it up. You've said too much, and you've said it all. So, Drew, I want to thank you so much for calling in to my little hard rock and heavy metal show, the Heavy Metal Happy Hour with the Fishman on Toxic Radio. And I will be getting those T-shirts made up, and I will get you one just as soon as I can. And I cannot wait to see you wearing that puppy up on stage. So.
Oh, it's going to happen. I can't wait either, man. Thank you so much.
Awesome, my friend. Thank you very much. And to let you go, I'm going to kick it off right now with Mark Knight and the Unsung Heroes. Sink Your Teeth Into It. Only on the Heavy Metal Happy Hour with the Fishman. Where? On Toxic Radio.
Yeah.